Listen, man, I mean, you've been at this just as long as I've had, right? I mean, it's like a Mad Lib every year where you just change the proper names and you change the proper names of the teams and the players. Although there's one specific Mad Lib involving the Cowboys that includes, like, why aren't they signing this person that we know they're going to sign? But it just strikes me that we're not even close to midnight for some of these deals. And the one that involves Trey Hendrickson now actually involves the Bengals taking offers for him. Like, that just makes no sense for me. I'm just going to give you the floor on what you think. Again, we've talked about it by the way, multiple times in which you've appeared this month on this program, that it's going to get done, I feel, but you never know, I guess. What's your 2 cents now that we're here 2 weeks before the season? Mike?
You know, I think we are up to 3 this month. The over-under was 0.5, so that one wow. That one sailed a long time ago.
Hammer the over.
Wow. Okay.
The reporting from yesterday that the Bengals are listening to offers, that is a subtle yet, in my mind, significant shift from the reporting back in March. And the timeline's important.
Yes.
Max Crosby got his new deal from the Raiders at $35.5 million per year, new money average. Immediately after that, Hendrickson got permission to go seek a trade. And I believe the calculation by the Bengals was, let him find out that nobody else wants to pay him what he wants. And I believe he found out no one at the time wanted him to pay what he was looking for. But now we've seen Myles Garrett get to 40, TJ Watt get to 41. The fact that the Bengals, according to the report, are listening to offers, that implies that there are one or more teams out there that are willing to give Hendrickson something he would accept, whereas that was not the case earlier in the offseason. So the question now becomes, will the Bengals take whatever the best offer may be? And will they be unreasonable about it? Because, Rich, at a certain point, if the Bengals are saying, well, we want this, we want that, it's like, whoa, if you think he's that great, then why don't you keep him?
Right.
Why don't you sign him? So they need to be reasonable. And if they're willing to be reasonable, it sure seems like listening to offers is a precursor to getting a deal done.
So, but you know how this works too, man. Like, there's a number. It exists. The question is how do you split it up of what's guaranteed, what's not, what's new money, what's not, how much is up front, how much isn't, all of that sort of stuff. The numbers got to exist. And unless, he wants to reset the market. And by the way, that goes the same for McLaurin, I imagine, with the Commanders. And these are the two teams that are playing tonight on Monday Night Football to wrap up preseason week 2. Mike is a different story. We know he's going to reset the market. That's going to be 100%. But the other two, that's the only caveat. I just don't know if those guys are doing that right now. Mike.
Well, and structure is so important. Last year when the Bengals were going through a hold-in with receiver Jamar Chase, they made him an offer that would have made him the highest paid receiver, new money APY. But the structure, I was told at the time, was horrendous. So if you're only going to guarantee the first year of the deal, which they've reportedly only been willing to do with Hendrickson, what's the point? And if somebody else is willing to guarantee at least 2 years or maybe more than that as a practical matter, those are all the details that rarely get mentioned in the initial burst of news about a report or about a contract being done. That comes afterward, where we really understand what the deal is worth, because all that matters is what you're guaranteed to get the minute you put pen to paper.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.